McCart, and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. And what I've got going on today is a jar lid. I haven't done a jar lid in a while, and actually this is a jar lid for a test palette. So what I've got is a jar, a Dollar Tree jar lid, a Dollar Tree jar, and this color combination is actually perfect for my kitchen, I think. So yeah, I've got the jar. This is the lid. I've prepared the lid. Dust balls on there. I prepared the lid by just taping off the inside. Taping off the inside so it's level with the bottom. I'm gonna let this stay open so we can get painted and resined as we go, because this is plastic and it's kind of a little bit rough. And I actually think I'll do better with I'll do better if I have a little resin on there and just sand it down a little bit, smooth it over. So yeah, and then under here I've got some cups on my Noosa cup. I actually have a really good little short video about how I set up my little stand here with my spinner, with my Noosa cup, my 8-ounce Noosa cup. I'll link it above if you want to see, because it really helps not have any tiles or anything fly off, and it gets your creations up off of the spinner, so you don't have to use a spatula or try to pick it up. But with the jar lids, you actually have to have it up even more. Actually, I can probably just leave it like, nah, you have to have it up even more. And so it's just a nice platform. Once I get weight on there, it's not gonna shimmy. So let me just get it balanced, hopefully. No, give me a second, get this thing on here right. It's close enough. All right, so I just done a color combination, and these coasters I did were fabulous, but I'm altering up the combination just a little bit for this because I wanted to see what quinacridone would do with this green palette. I'll link that video above. It's a gorgeous color combination if I haven't already shared it with you. But in that color combination, I have a Amsterdam Titan Buff Deep instead of the quinacridone. So I kind of swapped the colors out. So let's get started. So my pillow, which is what I float my colors over the top of as I stretch this out, 47-3110. Gonna lay some of the pillow down. And we'll spread it, stretch it out with a little spin. Get a little napkin in case I need it. Let's put a little more on there. I'll let everything else do. I'll let the spinning and the blowing do all the work for me. So this is a really simple color. This is DecoArt's Aloe. Beautiful. Simple color. Just a simple color. Very simple color palette here, really. I have, in my Nicolazo Gold combination, I do have a little Zeus in there. But other than that, this is pretty basic color combination. This is TriArt Black. And this is all mixed with my pouring medium, just so you know. This is my pouring medium, Valspar 833124, with a semi-gloss MinWax. It's about a 3-to-1 ratio. What's most important is that I get my consistency with the colors. I go for about a 2-second trace with each of the colors. I don't want to go too heavy-handed on that. This is my quinacridone Nicolazo Gold and Zeus combination. This is the only bit of TLP I have in this whole combo. Now, I haven't run this with this color, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Plus, I have a new cell activator I'm going to try. Gold, my gold combination, which is Deco Arts 24 karat gold with Golden's iridescent gold. Fine. And in my experience, the gold combination and the quinacridone Nicolazo gold combination just work so pretty together. Last color, very little simple color here. Amsterdam's Olive Green Deep. It's a little bit on the thick side. I just have a feeling that this quinacridone is going to play really well with it. Now, here's the fun part. I just mixed this up, and I hope this is going to work. So I think that this cell activator will play really well with those colors. So I've got the yellow and the black. Now, in my coasters that I made, where I had the titanium buff, I only used the black. But in this, I got yellow. And in an upcoming video with the coasters I talked about here in this video, I'm going to show you how I mix my Australian Floetrol cell activator. And in this case, these are both Australian Floetrol cell activator. So we will see how this works. So I'm going to give this a stir. Here's my consistency. Really run straight in, and then the bounce back. Knows it should be good. Mix that up, mix this up. Let's get ready to get this thing on here and blow. The yellow, black. Really sinking quick. Here we go. So as I'm blowing this out, I'd like to direct you to a video that I have, The Art of the Blow. It's video 419. I talk about the speed of the blow, the angle of the blow, and little tricks as to how to find your blow. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to link it above. It's video 419. Well, this is weird. Weird! It looks like I got white in there. I don't have any white. Ooh, okay. Let's blow. Let's get some of this over the edge. Wow. Okay. Okay. Give a little pre-stretch. Wow. And get my little scrap jar. If I can get it open. This is going to be gorgeous. This is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Got to get my paints all over the edge. Get this thing fully spread out. Yellow cell activator. I don't think I've seen many people use yellow. Just want to get some paint over the edge here because it didn't quite stretch it far enough when I was blowing out. You can always make adjustments after you've blown it. Yeah, we're almost done. Wow. Boy, this is quick. Oh, I'll tell you, I don't think I missed the the titanium buff. Give it a cleanup. Make sure I got all the sides covered. You can see that all the sides are covered. This is a much easier jar lid to do than the one that has the hourglass. That's the glass one. That one's tricky. Okay, I'm going to keep spinning a little bit because I still have paint coming off. You can tell if you have paint, if you need to spin more, because if the paint is coming off pretty easily, you got extra paint to go. You want to make sure you get enough paint off. Wow, where's the quinacridone? It's hardly showing up. It's very quiet. It's very quiet. But it's so pretty. I'm not going to destroy this one. But I'm going to make a coaster set with this. And I will slap on a lot more of the quinacridone. You can adjust your colors. You know, you have your color combination. You have the sequence that you put it in. And then once you get your sequence, you can adjust how much the colors are playing based on how much paint you put down. And there's the whole science of the densities and everything, which I am no expert at. I know people swear by it. I'm not sure about a lot of it, but I do know that sequencing is hugely important. Clean up the bottom edge. Just pulling off the extra. And what'll happen if you do what I did in the beginning, where you just go around and you just swirl it and take it off like that. The bottom edge is going to have this. It's going to all be combed to the side, so you really don't want to do that. You know, you really want to pull it off straight out and down. All right, we're going to show you guys. This is where we are. I'm going to just pick it up from underneath. That's why I've got this also up on this lifter, so I can get under there and pick it up. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I love the cell activator. That yellow cell activator in there is really pretty. So everyone, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Here are the wet results, and then here are the resined results. At the end, I'm going to link a playlist for other jar lid creations with other styles and other color combinations. I have over 30, and a couple of which are full tutorials that include taping it off, resining, and removing the tape, sanding, and finishing in the end. So if that sounds interesting, go through that playlist and check it out. Also, take a look at my description. I have links to different videos that are valuable and also some of the products I use. And that's all I have for now, everybody. Take care. Till next time.